Here we go, CFFC 33 from Philadephia, Pennsylvania, an action-packed night of MMA. First up, we got Anthony Mashaki versus William Millward. Mashaki lands a big right hand to start the fight off, followed by the quick takedown. Moments later, he locks in the standing guillotine, and it's over with that fast. Mashaki gets the win via first round submission. Next up, we got Brad Bolton versus Francis O'Brien. Bolton scores the quick takedown to start the fight. Late in the first, he locks in the chokehold. With about 25 seconds left, O'Brien tries to hold on, but ends up tapping out. Bolton gets the win via first round submission. Next up, we got Kyle Dawkins versus Jonathan Vera. The two start off trading big shots. Dawkins lands a big kick. Vera responds with some big shots of his own, putting the pressure on. Dawkins ends up scoring the takedown, and then early in the second, locks in the chokehold, and it's all she wrote. Kyle Dawkins gets the win via second round submission. Next up, we got Holton Stewart versus Christopher Williams. Williams starts off showing some good wrestling moves and techniques. Stewart tries to slide into the arm bar, but Williams does a good job fighting it off. But Stewart is able to lock Williams into a triangle and gets the win via first round submission. Next up, we got Earl Small versus Paul Turner. Small catches Turner's quick and follows with a quick takedown. Shortly after, he locks in the chokehold. Turner's able to hold on. Small later in the round takes Turner down and quickly locks in the rear naked choke. Turner will tap out and Small gets the win via first round submission. Next up, we got Tommy Marcelino versus Ricky Nuno. Ricky Nuno looks like the smoother fighter during the fight, but Marcelino's the more effective fighter, locks in the chokehold, and gets the win via submission. Next up, we got Sean Brady taking on Brandon Bernelli. Early in the fight, Brady locks in the arm bar and has it locked in for a significant amount of time, but Bernelli holds on and doesn't tap out. Later in the first, Brady locks in the rear naked choke, and Bernelli's forced to tap out as Brady gets the win via first round submission. Next up, we have Travis Wynn taking on Dave Morgan. Morgan has Wynn pinned down early in the first, but Wynn is able to escape and make it back to his feet. Towards the end of the round, Dave Morgan lands two huge right hands. The action would spill over to the second as Morgan lands some more big shots. The two continue to trade it out. They slug it out in the middle of the cage throughout the second round. Wynn is able to escape and make it back to his feet. Towards the end of the round, Morgan goes for another takedown, but Wynn once again keeps his balance and stays on his feet, only to score a takedown of his own to end the second round. The fight goes to the scorecards, and Travis Wynn gets the victory by split decision. And now in the main event, we have Paul Felder taking on Mark Stevens for the vacant CFFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. The fight starts off with some great action. Early in the first, Paul Felder falls into the chokehold but quickly rolls out of it. Shortly after that, Felder lands a big spin kick, knocking Stevens off balance, stalks him around the ring, and lands a huge left hand. Later on in the first, the referee calls for a break in the action, checking out a cut over Stevens' left eye. He rules he's okay, and the action will continue on. With 10 seconds left in the round, Felder has the pressure on, Stevens up against the cage, lands 2 huge elbows to Stevens' face to end the first round. Round 2 is filled with more action. Felder lands another big right kick, but Stevens counters with a huge right hand of his own, only to find himself shortly after that pressed up against the cage, where Felder lands another series of huge elbows. Shortly after, he mounts and takes him down with the rear naked choke and has it locked in pretty good. It looks like Stevens is done, but he's able to hold on. Felder keeps on the pressure, landing another huge elbow, followed by several huge shots. Gets on top of Stevens, starts unloading, and it's only a matter of time before the referee has to stop the fight, and Paul Felder is your CFFC light heavyweight champion of the world. Saturday, April 19th, make sure you tune in to CFFC 34 on Go Fight Live as Sean Santella takes on Nick Heinstein for the flyweight title. Also in the co-main event, Andy May takes on Brian Kelleher, and that's on Go Fight Live, www.gfl.tv, starting at 6 p.m. Saturday, April 19th. Also, make sure you log on to www.futureofthegame.tv and check out our interviews with Shane Burgos and Jonathan Webb as they prepare for their separate fights on the CFFC 35 card in Atlantic City, Saturday, April the 26th. Also, log on to futureofthegame.tv and check out our store and pick up one of them futureofthegame.tv t-shirts.